Welcome back to Last Window, Secret of Cape West. Last time we went up to the 4th floor. We found Frank and he was like, oh, this is, I want to be up here, whatever, and he left. Tony showed up, he's like, hey, you gotta go away, cause blah blah blah, and he was kind of suspicious. So we went back and talked to Frank, he's like, hey, you're supposed to meet Tony up there, and I think he was like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, now we're gonna go back upstairs and see what Tony was doing upstairs in the 4th floor. And if there's something we can talk about it, you know. Anyway, let's go get him. Back to the 4th floor, into that specific room we go. Tony, where are you? There you are. He's been hanging out here looking out the door, it seems. Hey, what is it? You're planning something. What are you up to? I can't tell you. I just can't. Let you in on this. You're gonna know how worse human being I am. Tony, you're not a worse human being. You're worthless already. You're not a worthless human being. Really? Shouldn't be such a low. You shouldn't have such a low opinion of yourself. If you're sure that whatever you're up to is gonna soil your name, then stop what you're about to do and leave. It's always the same. Every time I do something like this, I end up regretting it later. That's all I do is regret. What were you regretting? This plane you're talking about. I can't tell you. Out with it. You're doing a very good job of hiding it anyway. What? Planning too. Send Frank. No, you're extorting. You're gonna blackmail Frank, pretty much. No. Let me tell me everything. Said you called him up here with something you need to talk about. He what? When you got here, you know where to be seen. I turned up and he went back to his room. That's what he said? Great, now you know. I was planning to have him meet me up here. I was gonna make him a deal he couldn't refuse. Originally noticed when on the place closing, he came in the 4th floor and looked for something. No security has delivered tape recorder when he did. I thought I could hear the contents of the tape. I know what he was after. It's what's in the tape now. What do you regret? Well, you see, it's what you did in the past, isn't it? What? What do you know about my past? I wrote all about you, Tony. I was told by somebody who knew your previous convictions. I told you about that. Frank Raver. Him? How did he know? He's an ex-cop, just like me. He's a part of the LAPD. And he's out the force. He doesn't take too kindly to ex-felons. Figures. So now you know. Where are you hiding the tape? Where's Frank's tape? I got it somewhere safe. He's planning on returning it to him if he can meet me at a price. Certainly there's stuff in there I'd rather keep to himself. Can't believe I've been such a fool. Yeah, you pretty much redefined stupidity this time. You only need to think more. You spend much time in your music. You're doing these crazy schemes trying to get somewhere and make some money. Threatening people with violence doesn't suit you, you know? It's always the same story. I'm doing stuff that isn't really me. Sometimes it hurt to people you hear about from Frank. Started selling some music then, too. I just squandering money from people in the concert, and I just saw red. Can't say he looked very pretty after I finished with him. First thing I involved with the street punk. There's some diehard fan who comes up listening to my stuff out even at the first incident. This punk started wailing on the guy, so I jumped in and sent the punk to the hospital. I don't think this not getting off lightly. The very company served my contract. From then on, all my amounts amount next to nothing. I'm such an idiot. See, this isn't the right way to live your life, then change. Yeah, you think I could do that even be in this situation? If you're serious, then yes. Without thinking of ways to keep people just loans or get money from them, you'll be heading in the right direction. Sure, it'll take time, might be a pain in the ass, but you'll get there in the end. Be able to put the old Tony behind you and start afresh. Hide. You should start afresh. I'm the first one to tell me what I need to do. Who told you before? The fan records from that punk. You know what the fan said to me? I love your songs, and I have them all, but you gotta get out of this rut you're in. It's only hurting yourself. Start afresh, put the past behind you. Learn to live a better life. That's how it was, Hyde. And I promise that, fan. I promise to start afresh, put the past behind me. I vowed to make the best music I ever made. I'm gonna tell you made good on that promise. You wouldn't let your fans down, would you? Hyde. Put yourself together, Tony. You just have to put your mind to it. You really think I can? You're right. What you said just now, I think I can change. Well, we can, for your sake. But what do I do about the old man's tape? Give it to me, I'll look after it. Just tell me you gave it to me and I'll sort out the rest. You serious? Would I say it if I wasn't? Tony gives me Frank's tape. I'm counting on you, Hyde. Gonna head back to my room. Tony makes his way out. Then I head back to my room too. No, I'm giving this back without hearing it first. Alright, I gotta walk there, it seems. Back to the room. We're gonna be on Frank's tape. Just, I know it's like you've been seeing like walking around mumbling him to himself, but what is he saying? Is it interesting stuff? Is he making notes of, I don't know, the weather? Like what's going on? Why is it important? 'Cause I don't know. But we're gonna find out because I think we have a tape player, don't we? Yeah, it's in the phone, I think. Yeah, the tape player in the phone, I think. Isn't that right? Maybe. Answer phone. No. That wasn't it. Do we have a tape player? We have something over here. Is this a tape player? What is this? Record player. Interesting. Well, it's not helpful. I don't need a tape player. Oh, I need a tape player, not a record player. It's amp record collection. Huh. Interesting. Doesn't help me any, but interesting. Oh. Is this a radio or is it a tape player? Or is it both? Oh, I can fiddle with the radio. Oh, I have to turn it on first, you know. Anything good on? There's a song. Anything else? Another song. Oh, there's that song. I remember that song. There's the pause theme. Hodel Dusk, I think. And nothing else. In any case, that did not help me find a tape player. Which is what I need, and I don't know where I could find one. Am I overlooking something? I might be. Well, anyway, next time we come back, we will look for that tape player and then hopefully play the tape, and then we can understand what was on the tape and, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, so till next time.